Morning, everybody. Come on, you can do better than that. Morning, everybody. That's really good. Well done. That's much better. Even though I have to confess, it's actually the afternoon when I'm recording this, so apologies about that. The magic of technology, eh? Right. Thank you for all the kind messages that you sent about the first assembly. I was really pleased with all those comments. So that's made me want to do another one. It's made me want to do one every day. Yeah, it's really kind to hear all those messages, and hope it's helped people a little bit and made it feel like a little bit like normal school life. So, going to do it again. Same sort of format. I've got loads of certificates to hand out. I've got a little quiz. Well, the answer to last week's quiz, of course. No prizes for guessing what this week's quiz is going to be about. Then a song at the end. Then watch out on Facebook. We'll go on this assembly will go on Facebook, which is probably where you found it, but also the other things going on Facebook as well. Teachers have got loads of ideas of things to keep in touch with the children, so we'll see how all that goes. Okay, we're going to start off with Year 3. Why not start off with Year 3 with their certificates? We're going to start off with somebody from 3KI whose parents have been really proud about how amazing they've been working during the school closure. He's been doing lots of work in maths. Lots of science work, working with magnets and starting to grow mould, which I've done a few times, not deliberately, and living life without football, which is obviously really difficult for this family, and that is Zach in 3KI. Zach, there's your certificate there. Hope you enjoy that. And just for you, Zach, and your family, cheers. Have a swig of tea. Okay, in 3CH we've got somebody whose parents have been really proud about how they've just got on with these sort of new normal with the arrangements that we've got, having to work from home and working really hard, behaving well, never complained, doing his own little projects, has made a zombie box, which sounds really interesting. So for maturity and resilience, that's Sebastian in Year 3. Well done, Sebastian, your certificate's on its way. Now this one here is for, I've written it on here, a dancing diva. Wow. I've seen some videos of this girl dancing. She's absolutely amazing. Didn't recognise her. And she's been doing some online videos, and she's also been learning British Sign Language. So dancing diva from 3CH is Ella. I don't know, Ella, that's yours. Somebody else whose mum's really proud of her for the way she's coped with this difficult time. Has been really thoughtful, a really thoughtful sister, a really thoughtful daughter, been painting lots of rainbows as well, so for being so kind and thoughtful, it's Jasmine from 3KO. Well done, Jasmine. And finally in Year 3, somebody from 3CH who's been really hard working, completing all her schoolwork, being a really great caring family member to lots of different people, doing lots of Zoom chats, doing fitness clubs, and this person's just been contacting family members and trying to keep them upbeat, and that is Evie from 3CH. Well done, Evie. Just showing what it means to be a really good family member. Well done, all you Year 3s there, winging their way to you via the post. It's been great to see the people that have received their certificates already, and some posts being posted online, and even one person said they recognised my handwriting, so that's a bit scary. Year 4, over to you now. Year 4s have been the most nominated year group, no doubt about that. So this is going to take a while, Year 4s. First one's for fundraising. This person has been doing a bit of fundraising when it was around about the time that should have been the London Marathon, and she did it was the 2.6 challenge, or 26, or anything with 22 and 6 in, and this person did 26 jumps on her trampoline in 26 seconds. And I'm sure they're all done with her trademark smile on her face, and that is Emily in 4TA. Well done, Emily, that's brilliant. Another person from 4TA, and would you believe it, another Emily from 4TA, who has been doing some random acts of kindness for her family, including making afternoon tea for her gran, and is also turning into a bit of a Scrabble queen as well. So well done to another Emily in 4TA. That certificate is yours. We've got somebody in 4KA who has been doing some great guitar work, which is obviously close to my heart. So really pleased to hear that. We've been having some great jamming sessions all day, which isn't anything to do with strawberry jam, it's to do with having a good old time on the guitar, and that is Isaac in 4KA. So well done, Isaac, and we will get that Copper Award sorted out for you, don't worry. Now, this family have been imitating a television programme, and they've been carrying out a come dine with me dining experience, and this person in 4JML has been a huge part of that and been doing so well and making beautiful 3-course meals for her mum with her sister, and that is Sophie from 4JML. I'll just throw that certificate over the road for you there. This person's mum has been really proud of her for an amazing attitude to home learning, and that is Sophia from 4JML. Well done to you. And it's a doubler. 2 children in year 4 get this award. A set of twins, maybe, who have coped amazingly well with lockdown, and these people's mum has been incredibly proud of them, and their attitude has been amazing. So that's Orpheus and Katerina. Well done, Orpheus and Katerina. There's your certificate. Now, this person I've seen reading a reading video that has been posted. He was dressed as Harry Potter, and his mum and dad are really proud of how his reading skills have improved over this spell of school not being open. So he's continued to try hard with his reading, and that is Aidan in 4KA. Well done, Aidan. Excellent work. The next certificate is somebody who's renowned for her baking. So a big surprise, it's something different that she's being nominated for. This time it's for singing. Poppy in 4KA. You have been organising singing competitions with your family, and a particular highlight has been a rendition of Doe a Deer. So well done to you, Poppy. Excellent work. A new talent for this person from 4JML, who has been decorating, helping his gran decorating and painting an outside wall in the backyard. So well done. Maybe there's a few jobs around school you could help with then, Alex from 4JML. Brilliant work. A sporty person again, who has been doing a bit of running and running really fast, really impressed. Hopefully he'll come to running club when that restarts, and showing a real new talent for art as well, for sporting and art excellence. William, 4KA, absolutely superb. Great to hear. We have got a certificate for somebody in 4JML who is remaining positive and upbeat, and that is Amelia. We miss her big smile. Well done, you. And this one has been nominated by a teacher who has been keeping an eye on Reading Plus, and this is a Reading Plus superstar from 4KA, who has surpassed 100,000 words and been top of the leaderboard for the past few weeks, and that is Seth from 4KA. Well done, Seth. That's not all your hard work has gone very much noticed there. Finally, year 4, that's long and hard work, but great work. somebody whose mum has been really proud of him because he's been helping her do the Couch to 5K, running alongside her every day. So keeping up his fitness for being a real motivator. Mr. Motivator, Max from 40A. Well done, Max. Wow, year 4's absolutely stunning. God, I have to have another sip from this lovely cup. There we go. Okay, year 5s. Hold on. Not as many in year 5s, so year 5s, I need some more nominations from you next week. A great picture was sent to me of somebody who had created an amazing solar system, which took days and days to make, lots of patience, but every stage really perfectly done, and didn't include Pluto, which is really important. And that is Bella from 5EL. Well done, your super solar system. We've got somebody else from year 5 who has been an amazing granddaughter. Just not lived at home with her mum and dad because of their key worker roles, been living with her gran, and has just been amazing. I'm so pleased to hear this. Charlotte from 5EL, the perfect granddaughter. Well done, you. Some excellent English work. Some bits of work were sent to me. Some lovely bits of work, almost ready for year 6. That's Amy in year 5 CS. Superb. And another joint one person in year 5, one person in year 3, who have been teaching their little sister nursery rhymes. So Ollie and Archie, absolutely fantastic. You are teachers in the making, according to your mum. I've got to backtrack. I've got somebody from year 4 who has been nominated, and they were nominated for learning to ride their bike. What a key skill at this time. And that is Dusty from 4JML has learnt to ride a bike. That's really, really important. So sky's the limit now. Wherever are you going to go next, Dusty? Fantastic work. So last but not least, we've got to roll over to get year 6s. Most important. And we have got last week there was lots of people doing 100 things for Colonel Tom, Captain Tom Moore's 100th birthday, giving away one of the answers to the quiz, actually, if I say that. And that is Alfie Rhodes. He did 100 basketball bounces for Captain Tom's birthday. We've got somebody who's been gardening, green-fingered Will from 6HM, and he is his mum's really proud of how hard he's been trying at home with all his work and helping in the gardening, and also sorting out arguments with his friends as well. Well done to you, Will. Got somebody who's been doing some really good science work with his mum, who's a science teacher, getting prepared for September super science work. And that is Tyler from 6SC. Well done to you. Somebody's just been a super sister to their older sister. And all these things are just as important as any amount of work that's done. Just being kind and being lovely and being a good person like that. Emma, 6JL, superb, a super sister. Another joint award, somebody in year 6, somebody in year 4, who are 2 of our fittest people in the school. With all the sporty stuff they do, and their mum's really proud of all their fab fitness work, a lot of daily training, keeping up that discipline, and that's Blake and Cade. So well done to you guys. This person's mum's been really proud of them during this time, working hard and learning British Sign Language as well. As a few people have said that, and that is Logan from 6SC. So well done, Logan, from 6SC. And the final one this week, I think, is for somebody else in year 6 and 6SC who has been doing loads. I've got a massive long list of things they've been doing, and improving in lots of areas, doing lots of spag work, going on Reading Plus a lot, keeping us in touch with her friends, being like a nanny to her little sister, being really kind and helpful. Making tea, getting independent, drying dishes, hoovering, folding clothes. My goodness, loads and loads of stuff. So Talia, to you, well done. Your mum's really proud of you as well. So you are the final of our certificate winners this week, our weekly achievers. So for all of these amazing things, learning to ride bikes and singing and gardening and decorating and running and fitness and come dine with me and Scrabble and basketball and too much to say all together. Let's give them all a massive round of applause. Fantastic. Right, okay, I'm going to go back over to my board here. Now, last week this was the question: which of these special gifts, there is Captain Tom Moore again, were given to Captain Tom Moore? And I gave you the options of having a train named after him, freedom of the City of London, was made a colonel in the army, had a blue postbox unveiled near his house. So let's have a look. Well, A, he had a train named after him, and he was given the freedom of the City of London, whatever that means. I think you had to shepherd your sheep down the streets or something like that. He was made a colonel in the army as well, and D, he had a blue postbox named after him near his home. So I do apologise, I was a bit sneaky. It was all of them. It wasn't just A, B, C or D, it was all of them. Okay, so well done if you figured out my little sneaky trick there. So this week, back to there. This week, it's obviously VE Day on Friday. It's bank holiday on Friday. We usually have bank holiday Day, but it's a bank holiday Friday this year. VE Day, Victory in Europe Day, the 8th of May 1945. We're celebrating that this year, 75 years since that day. The German surrender from World War II was actually signed on the 7th of May. I think it took a little bit of time in those days to get the message back home. So the next day was declared a national holiday, and that was so many wonderful celebrations. You see the pictures, you see some old movie footage of people celebrating in the streets and having bonfires and all sorts of things going on, street parties and celebrating on the streets. Absolutely amazing. That brought to an end 6 years of worry, 6 years of fear, lots and lots of hard times. So rightly everybody was ready to celebrate, weren't they? Which is what you do when something sad ends, and you know there's excitement about what's going to come. I'm sure in some ways we're thinking, yeah, when all this ends, we're gonna celebrate. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge hopefully at some point. Yeah, maybe your families are planning to celebrate VE Day with a high tea, or joining in a sing-along at 9 o'clock, or we'll meet again. I don't know, there's lots of things going on. Obviously perhaps not as much as people had originally planned for when this was first announced. It would have been an amazing celebration. It would have been great to be at school this week to have celebrated it. We're getting the children that are in making lots of bunting, which is going to go around our school grounds, so watch out for that if you're walking by on your daily exercise. So obviously the 8th of May 1945 was a very, very happy day, but it was also tinged with sadness. So many families had been affected by this terrible war. You know, family members had been killed, and the war was really expensive for this country, and it took a long time to rebuild again. You know, probably looking about 15 years or so before the country really got back on its feet. So it was a happy day, but it was also let's just remember what's happened here. It was also tinged with sadness because there's people's families who just hadn't returned from war, had been killed in air raids, and it was a scary time. But good that things were over, and good that you could look ahead, and that there was positivity. And I think we've all got to remember that you know, this is a tough time now, and we've all got to be positive, looking ahead to what things are going to be like in the future once we're out of this. And learn a few lessons from everything that's gone on over the last 6 weeks or so. Here's this week's quiz. There's 2 parts to it this week, actually. 2 parts to the quiz, and here's the first picture. I like this picture of the Queen and her mum, obviously Winston Churchill, Queen's father, and Queen's sister, Princess Margaret, celebrating on VE Day. They came out about 8 or 9 times on that day onto that balcony to celebrate with the people who were watching below, because it was so important to us fighting and keeping everybody together as a country. Apparently the Queen went and celebrated with all the people at different parts of the day, so it was the most memorable day of her life, when they were just mixing with us commoners, I suppose. Anyway, here's the first question. That was her father. He was the king. But what was the name of the king? No multiple choice. Email me your answers or on the app or on Facebook. Tell me what you think the answers are to that. Here's the second question. So, although fighting had stopped, life didn't quite go back to normal after VE Day. For example, rationing, where you were limited the amount of food and the amount of clothes that you could buy, still continued. But what year did that finally end? Was it 1946, 1950, 1954, or 1960? What year did rationing end? Which all our Year 6s will know about from working at the World War II topic. So I'll leave that one with you. Okay. So, a quick song to finish the assembly off. Need to get my guitar. And the book. Sorry about that delay. Right. Okay, it's just like a typical Friday assembly, but I'm not quite organised. Anyway, here we go. It's Magic Penny. You like this song? I know why you like this song. Love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. It's just like a magic penny. Hold it tight and you won't have any. Lend and spend it and you'll have so many. They'll roll all over the floor. For love is something if you give it away, give it away, give it away. Love is something if you give it away, you end up having more. Leave it at that. I might post the whole song later. If you're lucky or not, or unlucky. Anyway, that's it from me. It's been a little bit longer, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to post another assembly next week. So I need more nominations of good things that have happened. And I also need, don't forget, any nominations for the Tidy Bedroom Award, please. Tidy Bedroom Award. Who could win this award? Let me know. Take care, stay safe. See you next week.